Good, how you doing?
Good. We got a report. This vehicle driving around, yelling at people going the wrong way on a one-way, and we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you should probably go find them, talk to them.
No, we had the person call saying, you driving around, we're doing that. So
Well, obviously I'm parked, so
Alright, so where'd you come from initially?
that's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is, because I'm here investigating.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a tense street encounter where confusion meets authority. Right from the start, the individual calmly questions why police are engaging him over a complaint he didn't make. It's a textbook clash of perspectives. The officer operates on hearsay, while the civilian exercises his right to challenge assumptions. Notice the subtle tension as both sides assert control. He refuses to answer questions, asserting autonomy, while officers persist, framing a scenario of investigation. This is a classic example of public accountability meeting procedural rigidity.
Okay, what crime have I committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where I went the wrong way?
Like you said,
You can go talk to the bank manager because they have already talked about this.
Okay.
And I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why did we get a call?
Again, I'm not answering your questions.
Okay. Why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you call the person who made the call and then find out from them why you received the call?
They told us.
Okay, again, I'm not asking for answering questions.
And then yelled at them.
Alright guys, here's where things heat up. The conversation escalates as the individual demands to know what crime he's suspected of committing. Officers cite reckless driving, but he presses for proof, emphasizing that words alone don't constitute guilt. The dialogue highlights a crucial clash: presumption of innocence versus law enforcement procedure. Every question he deflects is a reminder that citizen rights are not optional in theory, and his insistence on evidence demonstrates a keen understanding of legal boundaries. This back and forth lays bare the tension between authority and accountability.
Again, I'm not answering your questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again, what crimes have I committed and what crime have I been suspected of committing in order to show you my ID?
Reckless driving.
Okay, can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word of
Again,
we're
that's
investigating.
a word. That is not a crime.
It's
I'm not giving you my ID until you have shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir, can
Again,
I see your ID?
no, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
I'm
questions.
not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation then? Of what
No,
happened?
I told you, I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual who made the call. You have business with them. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do
we
not
have
consent.
business with you.
No, you don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We have to contact the RP. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side?
Again, go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual who made the call. I have no business with you.
We can hang out, but we're hanging out outside your home.
Yep.
That's good.
I have.
Now we're entering the heart of the standoff. The individual firmly refuses to provide ID, citing no crime witnessed directly. Officers attempt to justify their need for identification, yet he remains unwavering, challenging the legitimacy of detainment without tangible evidence. Here, the dynamic reveals a broader truth. Communication styles matter. Calm, reasoned resistance forces law enforcement to reconsider assumptions, while the procedural insistence on authority clashes with constitutional protections. It's a fascinating study in how rights are exercised in real time under pressure.
We go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need.
Am I being detained?
At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for detainment.
So, I'm off.
Again, I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but I am not answering your questions because I do not consent to this, and I'm not the one who called you. You guys, you need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about what's going on. I understand. But when we're investigating crime, you do have to. That is one of the few things that
that's
you do.
only if I am convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which you'll have a lawsuit.
Rather not do that. One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not giving
crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
you can't be convicted of a crime unless we know who we're talking to.
Well,
That's not how that works.
again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party, and that is unconstitutional.
Watch closely as the tension reaches its peak. Officers assert legal authority, insisting identification is required during investigations. The civilian counters every claim with constitutional knowledge, emphasizing the difference between being suspected and being convicted. This segment shows a subtle power struggle, where legal literacy becomes a tool to maintain personal freedom. His composure contrasts with the procedural rigidity of the officers, revealing the nuanced stance between civil liberties and law enforcement expectations in public encounters.
I'm not going to sit here and argue.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. You need to go have a conversation, again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here, we don't
That's
have
fine.
to talk.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay. Did I put these documents through here?
Yeah.
There's nothing in them.
No worries.
It's just what I came to the bank for.
Nope. As long as, yep. As long as we can stay outside, then I don't have any issue.
That's fine.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you've got the answer. The suspected crime is careless.
Okay, well, I want to see proof. I want to see proof.
Arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show
question,
me.
I'm answering.
I get that.
I don't have a video camera in my car that watches you.
Then you
I'm
cannot
not-
be the injured party. Then. I get that. But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now
Correct.
because you are not the one that saw the supposed or alleged thing happen.
That'd be a witness.
Exactly. And so right now, you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are accusing me of being guilty instead of presuming innocence. Yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote-unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area.
It's no different than traffic.
Things get sharper here. The discussion turns toward unlawful detainment and the presumption of guilt, with the civilian asserting his Sixth Amendment rights. He frames the situation as more than a parking lot dispute. It's about liberty and the law. The officers rely on the call's account, but lack direct evidence. This section exemplifies how ordinary encounters test constitutional boundaries in microcosm. The citizen leverages knowledge of due process to demand accountability, while the officers navigate the gray area of hearsay and procedural obligation.
This is different than a traffic stop because you have unlawfully detained me with the quote-unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right for my Sixth Amendment to see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness.
Yes.
In a,
Okay.
That's how that works. You good hanging out for a sec? I'll be right back.
Alright, man. So here's where we're at with it. Check the bank manager. Unfortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly, driving too fast, whatever it may have been. Said you did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
No, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. She said, I bet you she said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me
Sir,
where the
I'm
one way
telling
is.
you exactly what she just told you.
I want to see where the one way is. And where's the one way, and I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay, well then you cannot convict me of a crime.
Can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm.
The dialogue shifts to negotiation and verification. Officers investigate with bank management and attempt to clarify the alleged incident. The civilian remains consistent. No direct evidence, no crime committed, no consent to questioning. Here we witness the intersection of logic, legal reasoning, and procedural obligation. It's a masterclass in handling confrontations without escalation. His persistence in requesting proof highlights how everyday citizens can engage law enforcement intelligently, keeping interactions within legal limits while safeguarding personal rights.
I'm being irritated because you guys are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called kidnapping at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my area to continue with my life liberty and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation of my constitutional
We're
rights.
detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime. We
Okay.
are legally
Show me the
allowed
proof.
to do that. That's why it's called an investigation, sir. If you let me finish talking, we'll get you on your way.
No, because you're
Okay.
trying to identify me and I haven't been convicted of a crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally, if
No,
we
not
are
legally. This
sir,
is not a stop and ID
sir,
state. This is not a stop
legally,
and ID
if we
state.
are investigating a crime, we're legally required to identify.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told me to go talk to the bank manager, right?
I
Is
told
that
you to go talk to the bank, yes.
And what did they?
And I
so,
told you to find the other individual that
and
quote unquote made this.
another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay. So let me talk.
Continue.
Is
Go
that
ahead.
fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Well, then, am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
Finally, resolution. Officers confirm with the bank that no direct evidence exists and the alleged conflict was minor. The civilian's insistence on verification and refusal to self-incriminate proves effective. He is free to go. This segment underscores a key lesson. Knowledge of rights and calm, consistent reasoning can prevent unnecessary escalation. It's a clear example of exercising constitutional protections in everyday scenarios, emphasizing how informed citizens can engage law enforcement safely and assertively.